What's up everybody, Sunkist here, and in today's video we're going to be going over the new modifications you can put on the LMG. I'll show you how to get them, and we'll just see overall how it does. I'd like to know down in the comments what you're thinking of the new season so far, and I hope to catch you at the end of the video. Real quick though, before we get into it, I'd like to ask if you would subscribe and like the video, and if you're on mobile, hit that hype button. Thanks again. All right, so let's go ahead and craft some LMGs, and then we'll also scrap them and see how many it takes us to learn the machine gun here. The machine gun plans, I should say, the new ones. So let's do super duper. Make sure you equip that when you're crafting pretty much anything. Gives you a 30% chance to double your crafting yield. So let's go to machine guns here. I think it's just under... Maybe it's under heavy. Heavy guns? Oh, there it is, light machine gun. Okay. So you can just craft level 30s. You don't need to craft level 50. So I'll start with 5 here. See how many we get here. Switch back to scrap. Got the bruising stock. Okay, I'll craft a few more here. Let me craft 10 of them. Okay, I think I've learned them all. So maybe there are some that you can't get, I guess, from scrapping. All right, so from what I can find on Reddit, it seems like you have to do events / quests in the Cranberry Bog and Salvage Divide region. The ones that were missing were like some other receivers, which I wouldn't even really pick those ones anyways. The true stock, again, I wouldn't really pick this one either. And then there is a perforating mag, which does seem like it could be useful with a little bit of extra armor penetration and quick mag. I still think large mag probably is going to be the best option here. So, and compensator, if you're manually aiming, this could be helpful, but I don't really need it. So I think of the new plans, the most useful one you want is the large mag, to be honest, and the stabilized stock for the extra VATS accuracy, and then also the, what was it here? Stub Barrel gives you less, one less AP cost, so you really can use this thing in VATS quite a bit. So I think the best place that you can get the machine gun plans is over in the White Springs Mall. So just fast travel over to the White Springs Mall here and run to the end of the hallway. Once we get over to the responders vendor bot, they're the one that's going to be selling the machine gun plans. So all you need to do then is craft a bunch of machine guns and scrap them, and that should be how you get the new plans. So go over here, scroll down a little bit just to show you it's there. There you go, MG42 light machine gun. That's the plan you need right there. All right, now that we have the weapon modified here, just gonna go over it quickly. I'm running Furious, Rapid, VATS Optimize, and Pinpointers, and I am running this as a VATS weapon. If I wanted this to be even more efficient in VATS, I could run Conductors as a 4-star, but I do want to eke out a little bit more damage, so I am running Pinpointers instead there. I have the Prime 45 receiver, the Stub Barrel, since the Stub Barrel does reduce the AP cost, stabilized stock, large magazine, no muzzle, and I'm rocking the red Terror paint. To real quick look at our buffs and mutations, I'll just start with that right away. I am rocking Black-Eyed Susan Soothin', Blight Soup, Brain Fungus Soup, Fire Cap Soup, Pumpkin Pie, and Pumpkin Soup as well. Mutations: Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Egghead, Healing Factor, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, and Marsupial, and Speed Demon. Alright, for our armor, I am a bloodied build, so I am running a full set of Unyielding, +2 agility, food, drink, chem reduction, so through hikers. and limit breaking. This will let us crit every other shot. I don't need a full set of limit breaking. I definitely could put some other stuff in the 4-star and still crit every other shot with this setup, but I just have it on there for simplicity. When I'm on a team, I get a little bit more AP, but right now I'm sitting at a nice, healthy 585 AP, which is pretty high. And when I'm on a team, I believe it's well over 600. All right, look at our build quick. I am pretty much just using the same commando build. I do think this kind of works well with a commando slash crippling build. So I had strength, strong back, bullet storm, arms keeper, easy target, lock and load, scatter shot, 1 rank of bandolier. Perception, we have a few damage boosting cards here and some VATS accuracy related cards. Tormentor will give us some extra limb damage. Since I am bloodied, I have a few tanky related cards in endurance. Strange numbers to buffer mutations, squad maneuvers to run a little bit faster, third rage for extra damage, curator because I will also add a bobblehead and a magazine while I'm testing here, and then in agility we just have the onslaught slash gunslinger, those sort of cards, and I have 2 ranks of modern renegade to get a little bit extra limb damage. Over in luck we have ricochet, 4-leaf clover, class freak, critical savvy, better criticals, serendipity, luck of the draw, and junk shield. Now if you're running a ghoul, you definitely would want to run glowing criticals and faulty spots in luck, and you could get rid of nerd rage and some of these tanky related cards in endurance. And if you're full health human, just get rid of nerd rage, and then you could maybe add 2 other quality of life cards somewhere in endurance or charisma. Here's the special stats, if I didn't go over that already. And then the legendary per cards are 5 specials and 1 taking one for the team. All right, we're over at Sunrise Field now. I'm going to take my buffs here. I'll take a big gun bobblehead and a... where is it? Guns and bullets 7 for 10% unscoped weapon damage. Take a cycle buff and also take a ballistic box. So we're pretty much buffed out to the max here. So this weapon doesn't do a super high per shot damage, but the fire rate on this when you have rapid is 177. So damage per second, I'm sure, is probably pretty decent. Okay, let's see what we can do here against the Mirelurk Queen. I mean, just a pretty steady progress from 100% to 0% health. One thing for sure is this weapon will definitely be eating through ammo, but I mean, fast fire rate weapons are kind of just like that, and it is really satisfying to use, so that's just the price you pay, I suppose. See how manual aiming. Imagine manual aiming would be pretty decent on this, especially if you added like stabilizers as a 4-star or something like that. But yeah, let's move on to the next enemies here. All right, let's see how we do against some Scorched Beasts. I have not reloaded yet, just to keep the bullet storm stacks. I'm gonna build up a little bit of adrenaline here too. Okay, not too bad. Did about half of its health so far. All right, let's see if we can keep going after the one we initially started. But we got 2 on us here now. Or now let us unload. It was doing pretty good. I saw like 1,000 damage per crit there, so I wasn't doing too bad at all. I'm just getting attacked from all sides here, though. Oh, it shreds through a non-legendary Scorched Beast. So that first one I shot was a 1-star, and that one just stood like no chance at all here. Yeah, the LMG might just be a good kind of just running around everyday carry weapon now. I mean, that 200 round mag is more or less like what you get out of a quad Elder's Mark. If you put quad on here and you have the large mag, you can get all the way up to 500 rounds, which if you're boss fighting, that's probably the way you want to go. But I'm mostly going to use this kind of just as an everyday weapon, so I just have Furious instead of Quad. All right, we're at the Grindstone Arch now to test this against a Super Mutant Behemoth. I don't imagine we're going to have much trouble here, but get a couple stacks of adrenaline here from the Super Mutants. Yeah, does a pretty good job there, if I do say so myself. Just because I'm curious, I did switch this over to Quad, and we're going to try and fight the Snake just to see how we do here. I'm definitely going to have to spam quite a bit of coffee because the rate of fire on this weapon is very fast. So let's go ahead and do that here. Off to a pretty decent start so far. Okay, get reloaded here. Get ready to spam some more coffee. A quick minute here. All right, hopefully this will finish it off here. Minute 11, 3,200 damage. Not too bad. Thank you so much for making it to this point of the video. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, definitely like and subscribe to stick around for future content. And if you'd like to check out my last video, that will be on screen now, and hope to catch you in the next video. Thanks again.